Welcome back to Slippery Throttle Garage. Woo! Why is it getting darker? So we're gonna do brakes this time. Oh, that's good. I'm fine. So if you've ever, once you go and put your brake pads on and you went and bled everything, horrible intro. Ugh. Yep, there you go. And oh, hey, didn't see ya there. Haven't done 10 intros that I hated already. I hate myself and didn't say welcome back 10 times already. Probably 13. I'm going to show you how to clean out your front brake pistons today because mine are sticking, and when I push the bike around and everything, you can hear the brakes dragging. You probably go and hear yours dragging too, so that's why you're here, and we're just going to clean them up. So grab your tools, let's go. Woo! So I got my freaking sockets laying out here. I got a 10 millimeter 12 point for your caliper bolt and a 1/4 inch 12 point for your actual pads, pins, and things. Break our pads loose first while we got the caliper on there. We're gonna see what's going on in there. And somewhere in here is your big ratchet that you did from yourself. You don't have to take the pad pins all the way out. Just loosen them, get them all ready to go. So you don't have to fool with them once the caliper's off the bike. And like I said, I already replaced the rotor and brake pads, and I bled the brakes, and it still kind of drags. So you're going to want to clean out the pistons and the caliper probably next, because see, it didn't even fall off of there. Because that's how dirty it is. And I've just put those pads on there. They're clean. So we'll take the pads out now. And I'm pushing in on the pads like this. To go and let the pin come out. You press on it with my thumb over here while I'm taking the frickin' pin out. They should come out. Twist them a little bit. Sometimes it's easier with a frickin' zippy gun if you got one. Well, God bless America. There we go. It was just all hung up and twisted in there. Got the pad all kinked. Don't kick your guide pins all over the floor. Set them up on your tool chest. And yeah, see, mine's not even really that dirty. And it's hanging up. Can we see in there? Too dark? Yep, perfect. Well, what we're looking for, anyways, is that when we squeeze the lever, all the pistons move in there. I mean, it's not really dirty, but kind of crusty. So we'll go and squeeze on it, and we'll see what kind of piston movement we got. Don't just go pumping your freaking heart out. Go and give it like one squeeze, and we're gonna watch. Nothing. I'm holding it down right now. Looks like the only one that's moving is the ones up here. This one's got a little movement down there. Other side did not move at all. Let go. This side is the only one that retracted. I'm pumping it now. Let's see if I can turn that in there. Like a little heartbeat. And the only one that's really moved out that far is this side right there. one's not working very good. Down here has barely came out. So that's the one I'm probably going to go and clean up the most. See, I just rubbed my finger on it and all that came off. It'll make a huge difference just to push them out and wipe them off and stick them back in. You can probably push them back in with your finger. Yeah, I'm pushing it back in with my hand right now. So none of them are really stuck. This is just like more of a maintenance thing. You notice that your brakes are dragging, you should probably go and do this. If you really want to get that other side to move, and it's not moving, stick something in there, you know. It's not gonna caliper close, and it'll open up the other side that has nothing in it. Probably something I shouldn't jam in there and hold on to it. Let's use that. Push this piston back. I should really have the old brake pads just put in there. That would really make it a lot easier to go on. I think I do have them over here. Let me see what I got. Nope, nothing. All I got is a frickin' screwdriver handle. Oh, no, too wide too. Maybe a smaller screwdriver handle? Smaller screwdriver handle. Sticker in there. And go and press on it left and right, and you'll work your pistons back. And it just takes a little pressure side to side. Don't, you know, jump up and down on it or nothing. But what we were really going for is we're gonna stick this in there, and we're gonna get that other side to go and kick on. See, I'm blocking the one side. We'll see if we can squeeze on it with our piston now that we pushed a little fluid back through it. Oh wait, was it the back? Yeah, it was the back side. That was the back side that we wanted to go and do. Let's check. There. Oh, what? Oh, I was wrong. It's this side. This is the side that's closing good. So see, there we go. It's holding on to the screwdriver now. We'll push out the back with the bottom side. See, the top's working. It's letting the screwdriver fall out almost. So those ones not too bad. Get your frickin' brake clean out, fellas. Everybody loves it. So now's the time. Chlorinated, non-chlorinated, whatever the hell you're going to use. But right here is where you're going to want to go and clean, guys. See the ring? Just buff it up. You know, you don't scrub it with anything. I don't even use like a brush or nothing. I just use this probably, and I'll take a paper towel and just go and jam in there. Now that I tripped over every extension cord in the frickin' county, get some of this frickin' brake cleanup in you. Ooh. Black just comes out of there. Awesome. And don't go, pushing all that shit back in there. You know, when you got a bunch of brake clean on it and all this other garbage. These calipers aren't too bad. The newer calipers and like the rear calipers, they're really hard to go and get your fingers down and behind them. But see, I'm like putting my finger behind it all the way around. And they will clean up. Good job. Look at that. And this is 2002. And those fuckers will still clean up like that. Turn it. Turn it the right way. There we go. So we'll keep on keeping on. Buffing those up a little bit. Making sure that they go in and out real smooth. Via a little bit, since this is .5, you can take silicone lubricant and you can lubricate your seals in there, so hopefully the pad will go in and out, or the piston will go in and out a lot easier. I'll go and make sure that we got good travel now out of the other side. Okay. Got more ring showing up on that one. More of a dirt ring on that just came out. That little ring there. And that'll hang up on the rubber seal that lives on the other side of that piston. Because it's real close to the edge right there. And our final rinse, I guess, get all that extra. You want to make sure you get it all over your floor. That's the only way. Dry up all your brake clean and wipe out all your gunk in there. Because I don't know if you noticed, the body of it's freaking gray in there, silver. You can shine it up pretty good. And now we'll do just a little of some silicone. Oh yeah. Hopefully nourish those rubber seals in there to allow them to be the best little seals that they can be. And we'll work on getting our pistons to return. We'll go and put a little pressure on them, push them back with our fingers. If you got one of those tools to go and set them back, whatever. Make sure and put a little more lubricant in there as you're pushing them down. I'll even go and say, hey, leave them wet. While you're going to push them back down, it'll be like really easy then. I mean, I'm using like my 2 fingers. I'm pushing the one piston back. You can't move them very quick, but it's moving. Hopefully you just didn't have anything to do, or you're not on the clock. That sucks. Getting the old man shaky hand doing it. I mean, that's pleasant, right? But once you get it big enough to where you can fit your leverage device in there, they go back pretty easy then. I push mine out pretty far. They'll pop out and you'll be pissed at me if you push them out too far, so don't do that. And don't get them cocked like one way or the other, like twisted in the bore, or whatever you want to call it, axially. I don't know, big words. But they should move back with just a little. I mean, this is like, see how thin it is compared to my finger. I'm like bending this when I put it back in there. That's what I've done compared to the bottom. I pushed up this side right here, just with the handle side, just prying on it, you know, because it's plastic and it ain't gonna hurt anything. Don't screw up the edges of your pistons in there and everything, going and pressing on it with a bunch of metal shit. This thing will be in there, and I'll just rock it side to side, and they'll go right back in. And look at how my handle fits in there now. Like, see how much that one side went back already? It's all right. I went and pushed them back about as much as I can with my fingers and everything like that. I'm going to put the pads back in there now, and I'll press on the pad to get them the rest of the way. And if you didn't know, you know, use the angled side, you know. Am I doing it wrong? Yep, totally wrong. There we go. Use the angled side of your pad. That's where the rotor's going in. See how the other side, it's got like a more of a single angle. This side's like rounded. That's the bottom side. When you're going to put it on the bike. See if I can find these guide pins now. There we go. Stick those in there. And I'll press on the pad to just let them fall in. I don't even really force those in. Got one pad in. You know what I mean? Like the other pad's still loose. The other top pad's in. I'll go press on it. Then I'll go and hit these fingies. Lock that other pad in there now. Make sure they're not bound up on the shaft. And I'll get my little flex head there. And run those in. Pressing on the pad the whole time to go and let the pressure off of that thing. Because there's a spring in there that you're fighting. There it goes. And now that we got our pad pins back in there, you can see the pad all crooked and jammed in there or whatever like that. And everybody's going to be so surprised that, yep, I just go and take a freaking screwdriver then and ease her on back the rest of the way. A rounded shank probably going to be your best bet. You can see I'm going to go and tease it. And look at how much I've aligned it just by giving her one of those, you know, a couple fingies. And go and align this thing way before you go and try to jam it on the rotor. Because you're going to try to set these pistons back doing this. And you can see how evenly I've got them put in there now. You can try just doing like through the one side and getting them. And you see how it's like lightly taking pressure off my hand now. And sometimes you can rock it back and forth, but I wouldn't do that. You're going to just dig up your pad real bad then. I usually just give a little pressure and let it slide in. And once you've got it pushed all the way back, you're ready to stick it back on the bike then. And we're going to give her a test squeeze. And if it doesn't go on your rotor right away, just like rock it back and forth. Give her a little wiggle, wiggle. Put a little pressure on it and make sure that you're able to go and get on and off the rotor like I'm doing here. You might scrub a little spot in your rotor, so don't, like I said, don't gouge up your pads and push on it extremely hard. Just go and twist it a little bit with your hand, and that way you know that you're lined up. And throw your bolts back in there, fellas. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, you didn't use torque wrench." Oh, I'm gonna. See that? So I just went and set that. Now I'm gonna use torque wrench and show you how close I was. Oh, yep. This is gonna be impossible to use on this thing. Okay, am I gonna? Okay, so probably not use a torque wrench on it. I don't know. It's supposed to be 35 foot-pounds, 34 foot-pounds, something like that, so don't be like me, use a torque wrench, act at your own risk. I didn't tell you to do this. Blah, blah, blah. Shipping and receiving. Sometimes delayed. But hey, that was it. It's a quickie. Pump up your lever now. Oh, still got brakes. Well, that's good. What I'm really looking for is that they let go. With mine were dragging. You can go and like tape your brake lever down overnight. Not with like a lot of pressure, but just some pressure, like pump it up, put some tape over it, let it sit overnight, come back, and just let it kind of snap out once you cut the tape off of it. And it'll help put pressure on the pistons to seat the pads. And when you let go, they'll actually release them, hopefully. But until next time, you want to break some stuff? Come back, leave a comment and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time, because it's getting warmer, so I'm helping you fix your bike. See you later.